Is this an I told you so video? You dang right it is. I told you. First, first, I told you about Florida State. Second, I talked about Clemson. Next is Michigan. All right? Now I'm going to come on here and say, was Clemson, do they have a great front seven? Yes. But you have Cade Klubnik as your quarterback. He's not beating anybody with his arm. He's not taking over a game. Now, am I disappointed in Garrett Riley in his second year at Clemson? Yes, that was very disappointing to see. There was no offense. Now, could Georgia just be the number one team in the nation? Probably. They looked really good. We saw the offense start to open up in the second half. But back to Clemson. Where were you? Well, I mean, I don't know what else to say. Like, everybody, where were you? Where was your team at? Your D line looks good. Barrett Carter looks good. Peter Woods looks good, and that's it. I saw nothing else. I know the first half was just a slow ground and pound, but I told you that's how Georgia was going to play it. They didn't care about the score. They just wanted to wear you down. And then in the second half, they just started to hit you with things that you didn't expect. I guess we expected it. We know that we're a second half team, but you had guys going all over the field. Nate Frazier is a beast. And this is not a Georgia video. I'm going to get to that. I'll get to that in the next video. But this one is a I told you so. I told you that from what I've seen, and it's not, I'm done with this whole, well, you never know, well, you got to wait till they play. No, it's an eye test. People who know football know. There's no competing. There's no, well, if this would have happened. Bro, you didn't even score a touchdown. Like, it just, as embarrassing as that was for Clemson fans, it's kind of embarrassing for Georgia fans too, because yes, we were excited, but we were hoping to be able to see, okay, how do we deal with some adversity? How do we feel when we get scored on? We didn't get scored on. Yeah, it was a field goal, but do you know how awesome that is as a team to go do? We held you guys to a field goal. We held you to 3 points. But at the same time, we don't know. Is Clemson just that bad, or is Georgia just that good? We won't know for a few games. But what I do know is all this hype, all this offseason hype, no. Phil Maffa, great running back. Will play in the NFL, and he will play for, I feel, a long time. Really good. Peter Woods, very good. Barrett Carter, very good. Dabo Sweeney, what are you doing? Okay, Garrett Riley, what are you doing? Matt Luke is in his first year. Not much you can do in a 2-3 month span. But I thought Garrett Riley going into year 2 was going to try a few things. I think Klubnik had one downfield ball that was pretty good. But for the most part, he just looks the same. And it's like, at what point do we say, oh, well, DJ Uiagalelei was not a good quarterback, or Cade Klubnik's not a good quarterback? At what point do we start putting this on the program for not producing good quarterbacks? Maybe they're not put in the right kind of system. Maybe the development isn't there, or they're not, the scheme isn't there. I don't know. I have no idea. But DJ, he tried. You guys tried with DJ. Didn't work out. He left. All right. Now, granted, DJ's not doing much better wherever he is now. He's at Florida State. But Klubnik, is it Klubnik or is it Clemson? Klubnik, Clemson. I don't know. But what I do know is there's no hype. There's nothing. And next is Michigan. All right? Michigan, you're next. You're next. All right? I apologize. Nate, I apologize. Michigan is next. Everybody's talking about, oh, well, they just won the national championship. They had, these All-Americans at the end of the year. It doesn't matter when you lose 13 people to the draft. And then, yes, you may reload like some of these bigger teams do. But a lot of those players, guess where they are? Not at Clemson. They transferred, okay? You don't have I forgot the other running back's name. You do have Donovan Edwards. And I do think that's a really good running back, but I don't know what your backup looks like. And just like I said about Clemson, their third string, their fourth string, they don't have that. They didn't have a good running back. They didn't have a good backup. They didn't have a good third string guy. It's whether it's on paper, whether it's the eye test, this whole thing where teams are supposed to magically get good or magically be better in the offseason when it's the same team they were the year before, not buying it. Unless the team gets hot going towards the end of the season, unless the team, finishes strong their last couple of games, then you can tell. But this, I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it.